One of the big features of the Mavic Air 2 is the 8K HyperLapse, and of course I want to show you that function. So what location would be more perfect to go to my favorite castle in Denmark, Kronborg, that is located in the eastern part of Denmark, close to Helsingør. This is such a beautiful location and it's perfectly suited for 8K HyperLapse. So let's get airborne. Welcome to another video. I'm Henrik Olsen, and if you want to learn to make better videos with your drone and camera in general, then consider subscribing to my weekly tips, tests and tutorials. Let's just switch it into video mode here. Like that, normal. Let's underexpose it a bit here. We want stop, updated home point. Look how beautiful that is. That's a perfect morning for this. Let's just turn over here a little bit so we can see the actual castle. So there it is. So if we position ourselves in kind of the castle in the center. So to activate the HyperLapse mode, we need to, of course, stop the video here. Then we need to go in here and pick HyperLapse. And what I think we would do, we would pick the circle function. And then we will select the target just by dragging a square on top of the castle. We should do a little bit more accurate. Like that. Then we need to decide for the interval. We take a picture for every 2 seconds. We select a clip duration of 12 seconds. Okay, like that. And then it needs to go counterclockwise. No, it needs to go clockwise. So it goes around the castle, like that. And the speed, yeah, I don't know if I can set that. Yeah, I'll use the recommended, like this. And then I think we are basically ready. So I just hit the button here, and then it will start to do its thing. So it's a beautiful morning, and it's a perfect condition to do this HyperLapse. So I'm really looking forward to share it with you once it's done. I can make it available. Of course, I will include it in the footage once I edit the video, but I can also include it in a link in the description below, so you can actually download it for your own review. For some reason it failed. So let's just try it again. Just try and reduce the speed a little bit, and then let's try again. And there's a countdown timer that will tell you it will take around 10 minutes to complete this HyperLapse. So again it failed. I don't know why it's doing that. Let's just bring it over here. So let's pick one of the other modes. I only have one battery, so I need to sort of economize a little bit with this. So let's just do course lock, set the course. The course needs to be something like this. We are not allowed to fly over the premises of the castle. So direction locked there. And then we would just pick our target here, like that, and then start. So what the course lock does is that you put out a direction where the drone is flying, and then regardless of the rotation of the drone will keep moving in that direction. So let's see if we can make that work. It was strange that the circle thing was failing, because that should be a fairly simple task. It's pretty hard to miss a castle like Kronborg. And another thing that's pretty interesting that I can comment on is the quality of the signal strength here. It's absolutely excellent. When I was using the original Mavic Air down here, I could get out maybe 600 feet. What is that, 200 meters out before the signal start breaking up. It was almost impossible for me to do a sweet scan of or panning of or a manual point of interest of the castle, because the signal was breaking up all the time. But as you can see here, this is super stable. And of course I brought the coffee. Woo! All over the place. If you plan to do a lot of these hyperlapses, I definitely recommend that you would go for the fly mode combo, because you would need a lot of batteries for that. You can see a single attempt takes, in this case, 10 minutes to create a 12-second clip. So you definitely need to have some extra batteries available if you plan to do anything else than just shooting hyperlapses. The review unit that I borrowed to do this, the Mavic Air 2, it was kindly borrowed to me by DJI. That made it possible for me to have this unit before anybody else in Denmark. Så now there's the dogs. Godmorgen.
Jeg håber ikke, de lige kom.
Nej. Det er helt okay. Det er jo en fantastisk morgen.
Ja.
People are walking the dogs down here a lot. So we're 1/3 through the process, and the weather here is absolutely stunning. When I woke up, looked out the window, it was all grey, and it was kind of uncertain how it would be when I arrived up here, but it turned out to be absolutely perfect. A perfect morning. Hopefully I don't waste all the battery on the 8K hyperlapse, so I actually have time to fly a little bit around and capture a little bit of this cinematic scene. Oh, I just noticed it's in tripod mode, but I guess for this operation it doesn't matter. Almost no wind. The sun is just above the horizon. It's so nice. You know I'm a sucker for that. So the sun is not so sharp yet that I can't see anything. I can still at least try and look at the camera without doing this. So we're halfway through the process, 150 pictures. And of course the cool thing about doing hyperlapses is that you can just sit and enjoy your coffee. Let's just fast forward. So it seemed the course log, that was sort of the key to capturing this footage, because as I said, you just point out a direction and then you mark the area or mark the thing that you want to film, and then the drone takes care of it, just flies the direction that you set and then turns the camera ever so slightly towards the subject that you have chosen. I know hyperlapses are more intriguing if there's a lot of activity going on, so but at least you can enjoy the beautiful scenery. Even though I have been doing this for, I don't know, the past 4 or 5 years, I still get a little bit nervous every time that I get out flying, especially in locations like this, because it's over the water, and maybe it's the accidents, or not the accidents, but the stuff lately around the Mavic Mini, certainly descending into the water, that got me a little bit scared. I really don't like flying over water, to be perfectly honest. I gotta take one for the team and show you what whatever is possible with this kind of technology. And it's not always possible to get great footage, at least not around here from land-based. 1 minute left before we have completed everything. Then we can fly it and do 4K 60 FPS video on the way back. What do you think about the 8K hyperlapse feature? Let me know in the comment below. So now it's done, and it's processing, and it was a success. So maybe we can just preview it here at 12 seconds. This is stupid, we're wasting precious battery life on this, but I really want to see if it turned out nice. Yes, look at that. That's a money shot. Look at that. How beautiful is that? Okay, so let's head back here so we can see what's actually going on. Yeah, okay. So let's skip this part. Go to photo. Let's just take a magnificent 48 megapixel photo. Maybe we will tilt this a little bit more. Ooh. the castle in the center, like that, and the city in the background. Let's underexpose it a little bit. 0.3. Take a 48 megapixel picture. Puff. Could do a smart picture as well, just to make sure that we have everything we need. And of course we hurry up and take an AEB like that. Okay, so let's head back to video and crank it into 60 and start recording. So let's just go down here a little bit more down here. And then I told you we would do a point of interest to get the drone back here. So let's just pick this tower. It can't do that. No, can't do that in high frame rates. Okay, so we learned that. We can't do point of interest in high frame rates. So let's just put it down to 30. Pick the tower here. Go. So what I'm basically doing here is I'm using the spotlight feature, and then I simply select the tower, and then I will ask it to rotate around this. I can hear that it's coming back now. Disable this and fly back here. I want to do an experiment here. I want to switch it into HDR video, see if I get more out of that. You've got to test the gear. When you have the gear, you need to test it. So let's just do a manual POE. Get out here. I want to have another picture with the harbor and everything inside here. Photo 48 megapixel. Oh, let's put it like that. And an AB. Just want to make sure that I have an AB. That gives me more personal or more control by myself. Okay, so let's fly back here. Video. This is the city of Helsingør. Helsingør, yeah. We are slowly running out of battery. And at the same time we can test what is the flight time that we actually got here. Right now we are passing 24 minutes. I hate pannings, but let's just do one, just for the sake of it. It always looks beautiful when you do it from the ground. It's at least more exciting than when you are up in the air. See, look at this. I should probably take a picture from here as well. So it's not very often you see a picture from this location. There, and a B. There. Yes. Then back to video. Oh, video. Record. And this way you can create this parallax effect. So I will stay over ground now because the battery is low. I don't want to lose it. Now we actually managed to do something really nice. But I do want to drain the battery so we see what is the actual flight time that we got out of this. So we are at 19% now, so we get 26 minutes of flight time. Let's just do one here. We are allowed to go up to 120 meters here in the city. So let's just do that and tilt the gimbal ever so slightly. So now we got the low battery, so we just cancel it and fly and land it. I'm not too overly happy with the exposure of the castle right now. So it'd be funny to see if we can do that one in post. So that is beautiful. From here downward. That's really beautiful. Let's get it over here. So back safe on the ground. I would say this was a success. Did you watch the first flight video that I made about the Mavic Air 2, where I'm also showing some of the functionality, and you can pick up on the flight time question as well. You can access this video through this card. I hope you liked this video. If you did, then feel free to give it a like. If you didn't like it, feel free to press the dislike button twice. Thank you for watching, and I'll be seeing you around.